Hello and welcome back. In today's session, we will take a look at binary sequence. Binary sequence consists of bytes, byte array, and memory view. As I have told in the earlier session, bytes, byte array, and memory view, these are used with binary data. As the name says, bytes means it holds byte array values. It holds bytes. Byte is nothing but 8 bits. So the maximum value which a byte contains is 2 to the power of 8 minus 1. That is 2 to the power of 8 minus 1. 2 to the power of 8 is 256 minus 1, which is 255. So the maximum value which a byte contains is 255. So if you represent that in hex, it will be FF. Let us take a look at an example. Let's open up our PyCharm. So let me comment out all these. Okay. Let's look at bytes first. Okay, so we can use x is equal to b. B specifies bytes. Okay, a string which is of type bytes and assigned to variable x. So let us print type of x, and we'll print also x value. Okay, let me execute this first. Okay, so this is of bytes Python and the class says it's bytes. We can also use index as we have seen earlier. Okay, so this is represented in 112. 112 is nothing but if you use chr of 112 and print this, then we will see P, which is the first item in this bytes. Okay, bytes can also be initialized with, let's say, y is equal to bytes of, let's say, 2. Okay, and then let's print y. Okay, so whenever we initialize bytes, so it contains this value, that is bytes. There are 2 bytes which are initialized with 00. So x means it is a hexadecimal value. Here it has initialized 2 bytes and it has assigned that to y. So whenever we print that, by default it will contain 0. y1 is equal to b of I. For example, let me print y1 of 0 comma y1 of 1. Okay, let me execute this. Okay, it is 72 and 105. 72 and 105, if I try to convert it into hex, so let me use Google here. Okay, so this is 0x48. Okay, now I will create another array y2 is equal to bytes, and I'm creating a byte array with slash x 48, which is 72, which is h, and the other one is 105, okay, which is 69. Slash x 69. Print y2. Let me execute this, and it is printing high here. So what we have done here is we have created a y1 with bytes and assigned value, which is a string, high to y1. Okay, and then we are printing the value of y1, and that is converted into this byte array. So we are printing y1 of 0 and y1 of 1, which is h and I, and later on we are converting that into hexadecimal value, because byte takes hexadecimal value, and we provided the same value into this, and we are printing y2 here. So make sure that you provide only hexadecimal value into bytes. Let us look at byte array now. So what is the difference between bytes and byte array? So in bytes, once this is created, then we cannot change the value. Okay, let us try to change the value of one of the byte in y2. So y2 of 0. So that means this value I'm trying to change. Okay, is equal to b of 0x 69. So instead of slash x 48. So this 48 I'm trying to change it to 69. Okay, so let us print y2 after changing it. Now let me execute this. Now I got an error saying that bytes object does not support item assignment. So that means the bytes, once they are created, it cannot be changed. That is why bytes are immutable. So that is the difference between bytes and byte array. Bytes are immutable, wherein byte array is mutable. Okay, let us look at byte array now. Okay, so BA is equal to byte array let us print type of BA, and let us also print BA, which is byte array. So let me comment out all the bytes here. And let me execute this. Okay, so this is a class byte array. Let us print BA of 0. Okay, which is 72. As I said earlier, the difference between bytes and byte array is bytes are immutable. That means once the values are assigned, then it cannot be changed. However, byte array shows mutability property. That means you can change the value once it is created, or once the object is created, then we can change the value which is assigned to that particular object. Let us try to change the value of 0 here. BA of 0 equals to, so instead of h, which is 72, we will add z here, which is value 90. Okay, and then print the value of BA. Okay, let me execute this. Now the value is changed to Zello. Instead of hello, it is now Zello. Okay, we can also make use of an index range with byte or byte array. For example, print BA of 1 to 4. Okay, that will print ELL. Okay, so there are methods available with byte array which is quite similar to your string operation. So you can also use split to replace ends with upper, capitalize, index, get the count, append, pop, insert. Okay, so these are some of the methods which we have already seen with string. You can try out some of these methods with byte array as well. So let us recap what we have seen today. So we have seen byte and byte array. With bytes, there are two ways of creating these bytes, either using B with string. So this string is converted into bytes. However, bytes will create an empty byte with the number specified here. Okay, y is equal to bytes of 2. So this will create 2 byte with initialized byte value as 0. So we have also seen that bytes are immutable and byte array is mutable. So we can also access the values by using index. Here also you can use negative index and positive index and range index. Okay. Similarly, byte array. So we have directly initialized byte array with hello here. However, we can also use, for example, BA1 is equal to byte array of 4, for example. So if I print BA1, then it will print a byte array containing 4 bytes, all initialized with 0, similar to what we have seen in bytes. Okay, however, instead of creating this byte array with initialized values as 0, I have created byte array with hello string. Here also I can make use of index and index range, or it is also called slicing with byte array.